fucking stupid. Mic check, mic check. Hero, hero. Hey, we got it. We got it. I think I got it. Oh, jeez. So, good morning, y'all. Oh, what a nightmare that was. Taskbar settings. I'm doing all sorts of weird stuff right now. Oh yeah, crap. I gotta. That's what I was gonna do. Give me a second. That. Go ahead and take you and set you over here. All right, that's good. I don't need to see my settings. Oh, all right. Do. Oh yeah, we're going into taskbar. I don't know how to. Whoa now. We are not doing that. All right, so I just want to automatically hide taskbar. Yeah, let's do that. All right. That is way better. And come down and boom, boom, boom. We're good to go. Let's go ahead and move that over. What a day. So, I'm wanting to set up my new laptop. I filmed a kind of a podcast style episode. Very, very, very okay. So I was at my stepsister's over Christmas, and she's got a German exchange student. So I wanted to sit down and have a chat with him. So we did kind of an impromptu, I guess a podcast. It was very hastily set up. I don't know how audio quality is going to be. I'm actually going to try and set up my computer right now, my other computer, and see what I can do for editing. But while we're doing that, I'm going to throw up some YouTube. Okay, why is desktop audio not working now? Nice. I just can't win for losing today, can I?
You're seeing everything
There we
around you be on
go.
fire. You're just trying your best to water everything out. We're just watering our roofs, watering the neighbors' roofs. Neighbors are getting
Ah,
better
that's
too, you
loud.
know. We're doing our best to keep each other safe here.
In Altadena, desperation is growing alongside the flames.
Eyes are red, crying, just all fire, crying, like just everything, mixed emotion. My family, we're just trying to protect our house as much as we can. Our poor neighbors, their houses are gone. This house is everything to us. This is all we really have.
I would like to first start this off by saying that I'm sending my thoughts and prayers to the people out there in California that were directly impacted by these fires. I'm so glad that so many of you guys evacuated and got up out of there and was able to save your loved ones because that's what matters most. And sending my prayers. It's one thing to view this stuff from the news source itself, being that a lot of us that are watching right now are not directly impacted by this because we're on the outside looking in. It's one thing to view the news source, but it's another thing to view the people who are actually there fighting to try to save their neighborhood, save their town, save their homes, save their family homes. When you see that stuff, it really just brings in reality how severe this incident was. The best way that I can explain it is that it looks like scenes out of a movie. Y'all are going to see some of that stuff that I'm talking about right here, right now. Let's begin.
This is currently what's happening right now.
If you guys don't know who this guy is, it's Artofkickz. Ah, jeez, Artofkickz. Sorry, Artofkickz. Jesus, I need a nap. But Artofkickz, super good guy. He does a lot of fun live streams, lot of good videos. He does a lot of paranormal stuff. So if you guys are into that, but yeah, we're just sitting here, hang out. I'm gonna set up my laptop and hang out and watch a little Artofkickz.
Fuck, I gotta get out. Is there water flows over here? Oh, this fire's back. Okay.
This is so sad. It truly is. What's going on? My heart goes out to everybody down there that's having to deal with this, especially everything that's going on with the insurance companies right now. I mean, I can understand. I can see both sides of it. I mean, insurance companies are out there to make money. If the government's going to tell them, no, you can't make any more money, then they're going to leave. Which, basically, that just impacts all the rest of us. And it's not really them making money, but they're actually losing money on this. And that's what people don't understand. Everybody's giving, like, especially State Farm's a big one. They're giving State Farm a lot of hate. But when it comes down to it, with the amount of money that State Farm puts out and the state of California not allowing them to raise their rates,
Hear the fire.
not allowing them to raise their rates, I mean, they would go bankrupt. I mean, every house that's burning right now is a travesty. The state of California, the government of California, they're out for themselves. One major issue I have with this situation is, now don't get me wrong, you're allowed to go on vacation, okay? Sure. But why is a mayor from a city going to a presidential inauguration in Africa? Makes no sense to me. I mean, hey, more power to you. You get to go, but I just don't understand why a mayor is going to a presidential inauguration in Africa. I mean, granted, she's back, but, part of the problem. And then the state of California used to be a cool place 60 years ago. the big government, the regulations, the people skimming off the money. I mean, your taxes are so high, it's ridiculous. And where is that money going? That money should have went to prevent stuff like this, and it's truly a shame. Rant over. I'm going to get back to it.
Fire said that there's nothing that we can do about it. A tree on fire, and there's nothing that we can do about it.
I mean, shoot. Just think about it. The mayor of Los Angeles County cut spending on the fire department. Why? You guys have fires there. Why would you cut spending on the fire department? Oh, yeah, to fund her trip to Africa. God.
But yet you have the civilians out here fighting, doing the best that they can to protect their homes and to protect their neighborhood. And I get that they have bigger flames, bigger fires to work on and put out, but man.
It's such a shame. I mean, it really is. This is horrible. You're not.
We just got this fire out. And we just got to keep saving them because there's so many trees here, and that's what's caused the fire, and this fire is back. Fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even see. Make sure you get the tree, Frank! Oh my God. Jesus Christ. The fire has gotten so bad. It's made it to like really close. And we might need to take everything out. I just pray that this house doesn't go down. It's my mama's house. The house I grew up in. My whole face is like black trying to fight off the fires. My eyes hurt. I barely can freaking breathe. This is what the freaking street looks like. Here. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Aww.
You're okay. And then
Oh, them, they look so sad. Oh, poor babies.
And then, oh my God. No, their house is on fire.
It's tragic.
Oh my God. There's on fire.
Hundreds
Wow.
and hundreds of
I'm honestly at a
thousands of
loss
lives
words. I
displaced.
couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine having to go through this. It's terrifying.
I'm right there with you, bud.
You guys, I was actually done editing this video when I came across this clip here. This is fascinating. I had to show this to you all. Watch this. See what the text says down here on the screen. It says, "This is the apocalypse. We just evacuated and left LA from the fire, but saw the wind flipped a bunch of trucks on the highway, on the freeway."
Holy crap.
What? Look at that.
This is the apocalypse.
How strong is...
And that's the thing, because like the fires themselves are 0%. Last I checked, 0% contained. And that right there shows you here. That right there shows you the wind is strong enough to push over a semi driving down the highway. You're not stopping that fire.
How strong is that wind? Goodness gracious.
There's trucks. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Look up the side of the freeway.
Holy fuck, there's trucks everywhere lying sideways.
Up ahead.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Wow.
That's just
Holy
nuts.
fuck. Are these people okay?
Never seen anything like it.
Everyone is sideways. This was like the 8th truck. Oh my God. Oh, look at these trucks. They're smart. They're hanging out against the wall because that's where they can't fall.
Well, also the wall will block the wind a bit too.
Oh my God, you guys.
What in the world? Was this a coincidence? How do you have these winds
Sorry.
that are so strong that they can flip trucks over while at the same time a fire breaks out that gets caught in these winds and spans for thousands of acres? This is craziness.
One home is on fire, and right over here, Joab, you can see more people coming with their horses. They're trying to rescue their animals. Can you imagine just, oh my goodness, these embers flying everywhere. Hi there, how many more horses do you have?
We have a couple we just let loose over there. We're trying to get as many as we can out. Yeah.
Are any homes out there on fire?
Honestly, I did not pay attention. I just drove straight to the barn to get my horses out and get the rest of these guys out. We're not just gonna let them burn.
We got a bunch out with trailers, and there's a bunch in there still. How many more? We don't know. I don't know how many. How many did you let out?
We took about 4 of them trailers, 2 of the different trailers, and another one. So there should be at least maybe 12.
About 12. Are there more people out there right now?
It's a whole bar.
Let's get these out. I got, let's see. So that's 4, 2, 3, what is that, 9? And how many before that? 11, 12. There's 12. Yeah, no, they're pretty wired up. I know. They're getting used to it now, but when the wind's blowing and the embers are, they don't really know what to do. Have you seen anything like this? Look at that hillside. Yeah, I've rescued before. Yeah? Yeah. Well, please be safe. Yeah, thank you. You be safe too. Yeah. I think, Joab, we're going to have to end up moving because I could see all of the firefighters that were stationed at this location and the police officers. They already left.
I haven't seen any reports as of yet in regards to how many people have lost their lives in these fires. Till people start reporting others missing and these fires start to simmer down a bit, will we get that information? Man.
We're in a dire situation right now because we are just about 10 homes north of Franklin at a home here on Vista where the palm tree above the home caught fire about 5 minutes ago. That itself is troubling and alarming. The concern is all these ashes are falling on top of this house and the house next door. To this point with this fire, we have not seen any houses go up in flames, but you know how it gets. 1 turns to 2, turns to a dozen really quickly. So these are actually good Samaritans who talk to the homeowners on their Ring camera who evacuated already, who gave them access to try to get up on the roof. And you see the one guy right now as they're trying to throw the hose up on the roof so they could start to spray the palm tree itself. But as you see, pieces are falling down right here in the driveway. And also, we'll come over here next door as well. I think the homeowners are home here. They've taken out their hose as well. But you see from this angle, some of the debris is coming off of the tree and down into the driveway here, which is fine at the moment. But obviously, there are trees here, there are bushes on this side, and homes on either side. The obvious concern here is the fact that if one of these homes catches fire and really goes up, and fire crews haven't made it here just yet, there's always a concern the next one and this entire block goes up. We are a half a block from Franklin, maybe 6 homes up the street, and the Runyon Canyon fire is up there. You can't see it now because of the smoke, but some smart folks saw this fire at the top of the palm tree, quickly ran over, and now the one guy is on the roof. Come over here and show him real quick. And he's trying to spray it with that hose to try to get on top, to at least put out some of the flames, to get some of the debris to stop falling on top of the house. He sprayed the roof a little bit as well. He's obviously trying to make sure none of those flames or those embers come down on this roof or the roof next door. At the moment, a lot of the firefighters are up the street looking at the Runyon fire itself, so we don't have any right in front of us. We know a couple people did call 911 to try to get crews out here, but obviously a dire situation come back over here, look real quick. It went up real quick, and now all these embers are falling off, and looked onto the trees next door, into the house across the street, the house next door, and this house has already been evacuated, but at the moment, you see him up there, climbed up on top of the roof. He doesn't live here. This is not the homeowner. These folks don't live here. They started ringing the doorbell camera, the Ring camera, because they wanted to get whoever is inside potentially out. They had already left. They evacuated this home and gave him access to get a ladder from the backyard to get up on the roof. And actually, he's making pretty good work of it at the moment. Obviously, as you see from our perspective as well, plenty of those embers are coming down on top of us, on top of the neighbor's house next door. But he's spraying it pretty good with the hose at the moment, where it seems to be partially going out. Obviously, we've been talking about the big concern about this fire so close to all the tightly packed homes in the Hollywood Heights and the Hollywood area. If this catches a house on fire, who knows what happens next?
Those embers, how quick they are to have the potential to spark another fire. It's amazing that these people are even out here trying to fight off these fires the best that they can. I would be terrified alone just thinking that one of these embers could land on me and now my clothes is up in flames. Maybe it's not that easy, but at the same time, I'm sure I'm not the only one that could escape that thought. I heard somewhere that California is having a water supply issue. They don't have enough supply of water resources to tackle these fires. I wonder what the options would be for them. What could they do to put out these flames?
They can stop spending money on dumb stuff and actually, protect their people.
I've never seen in my life.
I'm right there with you.
Those are the flames picking up the water. And then they just take off. That's amazing.
You can go where the news is and bring in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance than you do a week.
I can't overlook the fact that there's some that believe that this situation is biblical. Like this is a part of something bigger. Start of a great reset, some believe. And a lot of conspiracy.
The Great Reset needs to be California's government. That's what the Great Reset is.
Theorists are believing that Hollywood is being punished right now. And there's others that believe that no, this is just a very unfortunate situation.
No, the people are being punished because the people that they voted into office do not care about them.
California is known for having these wildfires. They're prone to it because of their climate. But what do you guys believe? Comment down below.
A lot's about to come out. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that, and then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident. How many things does it take? If people can get in the streets over a convict, why the hell can't people get in the streets over the children? What is going to fuel your rage?
Here's all the celebrities who have
100%. I agree with that statement.
either lost their homes in the LA fires or have had to evacuate. Now, this is where the fire is happening. There's 5 fires in the LA area, but one of them is in the Pacific Palisades area, which is basically classified as the celebrity LA area. This is where you would go if you were on a tour bus trying to get a glimpse of a celebrity. We learned this morning that Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt from The Hills have lost their home. They posted several videos of them having to evacuate and then shared that their home is now ash. Spencer also updated and posted that his parents even lost their home. It's also been announced that Anna Faris unfortunately lost her home, as did Adam Brody and his wife Leighton Meester. Both of their homes have, again, been reduced to rubble.
I don't know who they are.
This was a shot of Adam and Leighton's home as it was under fire. And this is the end result of Anna Faris and Spencer and Heidi's homes. All My Children star Cameron Matheson also announced that he lost his home as well, and they have lived in this home since 2012. We know Paris Hilton lost her Malibu beach house. Fergie uploaded a photo of her house in flames. Ricki Lake uploaded several pictures of her dream home, which she also lost today. James Wood posted a picture of his house with the deck just catching fire.
Hold on, I heard something that made me giggle a little bit. And again, this fire is a tragedy. Should have never happened. But hold on, let me mess with this real quick. Oh, I can't split. I wonder how he splits it like that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just not that smart. Mama always said I wasn't a smart man. All right, let me get over here. Pull you up there. All right, we're back. So one thing that kind of made me giggle, and like I said, again, this is a tragedy. And I truly do feel bad. We as well get fires in Montana during fire season. I also get A little on the weary side. But I don't care that Paris Hilton lost her house. Paris Hilton has 40 fucking houses or however many. She's got billions of dollars. I do not care about Paris Hilton. The people I care about are the people, you saw the guys earlier trying to just put out a random person's house. Like they hit the Ring doorbell and they're talking. You had 4 or 5 people there, didn't even know them. Those are regular people and their houses are burning down. I don't care about Paris Hilton. I don't. Ricky Lake, The Hills. I never watched that dumb show anyways. But I worry about the people. The normal, everyday people like you and me that struggle, that have to pay bills, have to pay taxes, have to deal with struggles that a billionaire doesn't have to deal with. Those are the people that I care about. Those are the houses that I personally feel. It's just, I feel for them. It sucks. I feel bad. I honestly, the situation just isn't ideal for anybody, even Paris Hilton. I have other issues with Paris Hilton, but I can't get into it. Why is she famous? Ugh.
Jamie Lee Curtis shared a photo and said, "My community and possibly my home is currently on fire, but
Maybe she's filming another Halloween movie. Maybe that's what we're looking at here.
my family and friends are safe." Jennifer Love Hewitt shared a photo of them evacuating
That makes me sad. I actually like her. Seems pretty chill.
and said, basically everything they love, their whole neighborhood is gone. Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing has lost her home. Kate Beckinsale basically said the same thing. The whole neighborhood is gone. She said, "The shock at the whole of the Palisades being destroyed is unthinkably horrific. My daughter and I lived there for most of her childhood, and most of her childhood is now gone. Her primary school, every shop or restaurant we used to go to with my parents and Michael's parents, and devastatingly, most of her friends' homes. My heart is broken." As for those that have evacuated, we know several have had to leave their homes. No word yet if their homes are still standing. We know Ben Affleck evacuated and he went to his ex's, Jennifer Garner, who lives close to him but yet has not had to evacuate at this moment. Mandy Moore had also shared an upload of her evacuating her home, and she said, "My children's school is gone. Our favorite restaurants are leveled. So many friends and families have lost everything. Our community is broken, but we will be here to rebuild together. Sending love to all affected and on the front lines trying to get this under control." We know Eugene Levy had to evacuate, and he said he was basically stuck when he left his home because of all the thick black smoke. Mark Hamill as well announced his evacuation from his home. Travis Barker's children, Landon and Alabama, both uploaded on their social medias that they've been evacuated from both of their homes.
I don't
Maria
feel bad for
Shriver
Mark.
also posted saying, "Heartbreaking, devastating, beyond belief. Everything is gone.
I don't feel bad for Mark Hamill. He voted for that crap.
Our neighborhood, our restaurants, everything." Unfortunately, most of the fires that are raging right now are not under control, and experts are saying it's probably going to get worse because of the winds currently happening. They're supposed to die down around 6 p.m. LA time tonight.
You know, I've read multiple posts in regards to these fires, and in the comment sections, you'll see some of the most heartless stuff from people that aren't directly being impacted by these fires, saying things like, "Oh, whatever, they're rich, they're famous, they'll be okay.
Not everybody in the area is rich.
They still have their money, whatever. So who cares if they lost their homes? They'll be all right. They won't be homeless." I hate that people view celebrities as if they're anything less than human like themselves. These people have feelings as well, just like you. Don't be so heartless. Has there been
I'm
any
not
word
heartless.
as of yet as to
I'm not heartless. I'm sorry.
what what could have started these fires? That much I would love to know, because if one person did this, or a group of people did this intentionally, man, the amount of lives that they're ruined.
I'm going to break down again. That's what I feel.
91 years old.
These are the people that I care about.
It's my whole life. 5 minutes ago, I was sitting in the car by myself, and tears just came over my face. So, my entire history is in the house. I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm tough, and we'll start over. Even though I'm 91 years old, I'll start over again.
Even though I'm 91
Bro's gonna make me cry.
years old, I'll start over again. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking.
We've seen the wildfires thing before, and yet somehow some of the footage I've seen from this is like nothing I've ever seen. I mean, for example, people forced to abandon their cars on the roadways because the fires were sweeping through, and they had to just leave them there. They couldn't drive any further. They had to get out on foot and grab whatever belongings they could carry and take off. And now in the aftermath of that, they've had to have bulldozers out there literally pushing cars off the highway, because it's not like they can bring out a bunch of tow trucks and tow them away. Some of the craziest footage has come from people who tried to stay. I'm going to play you 2 videos from people who stayed in their homes.
I've seen this video, and I honestly don't know how they made it out.
That literally just got surrounded by fire.
Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Oh my God, the entire house.
You'll be okay. You're gonna be okay. Hi.
Oh my God. That's a big, beautiful, expensive home too. I get that they don't want to leave it behind, but y'all need to get out of there.
Oh shit. Don't worry about that, dude. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, dude. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, get out of there.
We tried, bro. I'm sorry. We tried our best. Yeah, when this tree falls, it's over.
Wow.
Sorry, bro. We gotta get out of here.
Wow.
Holy shit.
And now,
man, I'm so glad they got out of there when they did. Imagine if that tree would have fell over while they were in that house.
That would have been nuts.
Light of day this morning,
This is sad too. This whole situation's sad.
This is what that looks like. This looks like Malibu did after those fires. And it's similar in the whole high winds pushing the fires thing. But this is nothing short of devastating and heartbreaking. But don't worry, there's always going to be the people who politicize it. This scumbag with his the DEI fire chief's fault. Yeah, you mean the woman who's a 22-year veteran of the LA Fire Department? She got that job as chief because of DEI, right?
Yeah, no.
Listen, you're a dude whose username is Bubble Bath Girl, and you look like this in profile. So that jawline says maybe you should take the fucking bass out of your voice.
I don't care who the fire chief is. She could be a he. I don't care. It has nothing to do. If she's qualified for the job, she's qualified for the job. But it's above her. It's not the fire chief's fault. It's the management above her, the city management and the state level. I just want to reiterate this, that the government failed these people.
You piece of shit. But this is horrible. All while, climate change isn't real, though. This is just the way things work, I guess. It's just awful.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. The empath in me can't take much more of this. This is absolutely heartbreaking, and this is hard to watch. It's hard to watch. But leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one.
Remember, guys, Artofkickz down here, ART of kick with a Z. He's a really good guy. I like his videos. I don't know him personally, but he seems pretty awesome, and I'd chill with the dude. So, all right, something a little less. Let's go with old Asmond himself, old Zach Rahr. See what the hell he's got going on.
Fast food is crazy expensive now. Why they're panicking over higher prices? They should be. It's been a while. They need to be panicking. They better be fucking panicking. It's so expensive now. I don't even want to go anymore.
There's been a lot of talk online and in the news about how much fast food prices have gone up over the recent years.
It's ridiculous.
Once home to the dollar menu, prices at the Golden Arches leaving a bad taste in the mouth of consumers who just want value.
It leaves a bad taste in my mouth when I eat it. You think I want to pay freaking $12 for a freaking deal of chicken nuggets? Half the time, I don't even get good fries. They're like soggy and freaking nasty.
Some restaurants are continuing with price hikes, while others are getting desperate with attempts to offer more deals in hopes of increasing traffic.
Restaurants don't.
They need to take a page out of Chick-fil-A. Serve like 8 items total. I think it's 8 items. I don't even know if it's 8 items. And don't jack up the price. Chick-fil-A has like an eighth of the restaurants that McDonald's has, and it's third for fast food restaurants. Take a page, McDonald's.
Cut prices for fun. Did consumers essentially force your hand by being fed up?
Customers are telling us that they're really stretched.
Now, we all know inflation has been rampant since the beginning of 2020 when the pandemic happened.
This is nuts.
Grocery prices, in some cases, are falling. Fast food prices are rising, and these CEOs, they know it. They're hearing these complaints.
But what's really going on here? I mean, are fast food companies trying to pull a fast one on us, price gouging under the cover of inflation?
Fast food places in general, y'all better watch your goddamn ass.
Is this just plain old corporate greed like many have claimed?
He's right.
Who told y'all was that good to be charging that much for y'all food?
Or is there...
True, it's not.
Of course it's corporate greed. When 2021 happened, everybody was staying home, everybody was ordering, DoorDash and whatever. We don't have that here because small town and, yeah, anyways. But food, and of course I get supply chain, food costs more, blah, 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 blah. 2021's over down. I know the supply chains are back. It's ridiculous. Fast food restaurants just do whatever they want. It irritates the crap out of me. It really does. Bring your prices down if you want to make money. You guys are talking about losing money and cutting costs and all this. Bring your freaking prices down. I mean, I shouldn't be eating it anyways. Look, I'm a fat kid. I still like my food. I just don't like to pay as much as I'm paying for it. Shh. Can I get a loaf of bread for like $1.50, please?
Not that good.
More to the story.
Fast food used to mean inexpensive. Going viral,
Don't waste
the Big
your
Mac
money.
meal priced at $18 at a Connecticut rest stop.
Well, in this video, I'm going to try to get to the bottom of it.
Oh my
Wikipedia
God.
defines price gouging as a pejorative term
Fast
used to
food
refer
blows?
to the
Yeah.
practice of increasing the prices
Seems
of
that
goods,
way.
services, or commodities to a level much higher than is considered reasonable or fair by
Yeah.
some. This commonly applies to the price increases of basic necessities after natural disasters. Usually this event occurs after a demand or supply shock, like, say, a global
COVID.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Harvard Business School says there's no rule for what qualifies as price gouging, but it's not an uncommon occurrence. For example, EpiPen costs and Uber price surges are both examples
ridiculous.
of price increases that have been considered unfair. But what's the difference between...
I think this is completely a total... Like, you cannot compare using a Uber app to insulin or, like, medical supplies. These are two totally different things.
Between price gouging and inflation. While price gouging is often the result of a business
Life-saving
decision,
device, yeah.
inflation is a general increase in the prices of goods and services over time
greed.
and is directly impacted by the market. And while 40 states across the country have laws in place to ban price gouging...
See, they need to make a law that says that McDonald's can't charge more than $3 for a hamburger. That's the problem.
Bring back the dollar menu. Why is my dollar McDouble $3.50 now? Explain that to me. Again, I get it. I get the whole coof thing, but why is my McDouble a freaking $3.50? Why is it $3.50? Goddamn Loch Ness Monster.
Like it's ridiculous. And if you buy if you buy a fast food meal, it can't be more than like $15.
There's
Zach, come on,
currently
no,
no federal
really?
price gouging prohibition.
Come on.
And this makes it a difficult thing to enforce because so many supply chains are nationwide. And as a result, states face heightened challenges when trying to protect consumers from price gouging. So in my opinion, price gouging is a rather nebulous concept. It often lacks clear-cut depictions, and it's not only a practical question, but also a moral one. However, with this fast food dilemma...
it's not immoral for McDonald's to charge a lot of money for...
I mean, I get it. They're trying to make money. But I agree with Asmongold here. It is super annoying. McDonald's, I want my freaking dollar cheeseburger back.
It's annoying and it makes me mad. That's all.
It's not just about high prices here. It's also about prices that seem disconnected from costs and the actual products themselves. So whether specific fast food companies have engaged in price gouging is up for debate. What certainly is how much prices have increased over the years.
Yeah.
And the real question then becomes, is it justified?
No.
Finance Buzz released a staggering report.
No,
on fast
it's
food
not
prices
justified
over the
at all.
last decade,
Ridiculous.
and it showed some very interesting stats, claiming McDonald's is king when it comes to price hikes
fucking ridiculous.
over the years, citing a 100% increase to their prices from 2014.
I went to Popeyes the other day, and it was $21 for me. I got a 4-piece tenders meal, a large drink with large mashed potatoes and gravy and Cajun fries.
Yeah, see, and I'm right there with them because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not. Again, I like my food. But, so, like, here, so like Wendy's, right? Wendy's here. Why is it $25 for me to go to Wendy's by myself? $5, I could buy a steak and some frozen fries, fry them up on the freaking stove. Or, if I go with what Asmongold says down here, I can get a $5 steak with some frozen fries and then pocket $15.
$21.
Yeah, it's insane.
2024. Now, to understand how we got here, let's just rewind for a second. Fast food in its early days was built on two core promises: speed and affordability. Now, with its initial success, it really started to become a symbol of American culture.
Yeah, of course.
What the food may have lacked in quality, it ultimately made up with cheaper prices
Look.
and the convenience of getting it quick.
The 6-piece. This year. This video was probably taken in like 2017. Like, I'm joking, but like this is probably taken realistically. 2005. Like, I feel like this is about 2005 prices, maybe 2000.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's somewhere around there. 90s? Nah, bro. Nah.
However,
not
today,
90s,
the same
but-
can't be said. It's not breaking news, but fast food is rarely fast anymore.
It's
and
not,
it's becoming pretty expensive for what the quality is. Now, over the last 2 decades, rising costs have hit the industry hard.
Bullshit.
Real estate prices,
Bullshit.
minimum
Nope,
wage increases, and supply chain inefficiency
Bullshit. Not in Texas. There's no minimum wage increase. It's still $7.
Yeah.
started driving up costs. Add to that the increase in costs of beef, chicken, potatoes, along with paper products, and suddenly the simple cheap burger wasn't so cheap to make anymore.
Fake.
I think Montana's minimum wage is like $8.25.
Fake.
These changes laid the groundwork for the price hikes that we're seeing today, but they only tell part of the story. What's happening now feels different, like something has fundamentally shifted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you put her on, please?
Dude, this is a Wendy's restaurant.
Kevin. Okay.
But I have to keep it real. It's not just the rise in costs that are part of doing business. It's also factors like increases to advertising spend, ballooning executive compensation packages,
13.
along with significant investments into technology.
Wait, and he can work remotely. So this guy doesn't even have to show up and he gets $113 million? And this is Oh, it's Starbucks. Yeah, of course. They probably sold what 50 drinks to make that much money? They need to have, Trump needs to get me to be like the fast food czar. Like, I'll sort this out so fast. Like, what I would do is I would go to every fast food restaurant, but compare it to the photos. And if it's not the same, they get sued for false advertising, and somebody from the company has to go to jail. They get to decide who it is. If they want to have the janitor go to jail, that's fine. But they got actually, we'll do it random. Everybody gets to draw straws, and the person that gets the short straw goes to jail. That's right. That way it's fair. And with all the executive leadership, because we don't know exactly, random board member. We don't know exactly whose fault it is, so we're just going to have to guess. It's equality. Yeah, that's fair. And so that would be a good start.
Compensation packages, along with significant investments into technology, like mobile apps for these companies. Oh, and of course, stock buybacks, returning billions of dollars to shareholders. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some of the numbers. According to the Federal Reserve's economic data, food away from home, which is the category that includes fast food, this rose roughly 28.5% over the last 5 years. But general overall inflation rose only 24%.
That's the thing is, after COVID, this is what happened. COVID gave them an excuse to raise prices massively, and then they never went down. That's what happened with all these fast food restaurants.
That's what I just said. Thanks, Asmon.
Now,
That's
at a
what it
first glance,
was.
these price hikes might seem like a logical reaction to the rising costs of inflation. But let's dig a bit deeper. While the cost of doing business has increased, profit margins at many major chains have held steady or even grown.
What a
Take
surprise.
McDonald's, for instance. Despite facing higher expenses, their operating margins climbed to nearly 46% in 2020.
That's insane.
Up from around 41% in 2019. Now, that's not
Holy
just covering
shit.
costs, that's thriving. And if you don't think operating margin is the best indicator to decide this, let's look at their net profit margin.
Look at
It's
this.
gone up from 28% right before the pandemic hit.
28. That's disgusting. Look at this.
Way up to over 33%.
Don't. It's not because of the war in Ukraine or Gaza that fucking Taco Bell got rid of 5-layer nachos. It's nothing to fucking do with it. Don't blame Ukraine on this.
2024. Now, this has led McDonald's to begin to take some drastic measures to try to convince customers they not only aren't being greedy, but also that they still can provide value with their menu.
Bullshit.
But more on that in a moment. This pattern isn't unique to McDonald's, though. Chipotle has reported record revenues fueled by menu price increases of nearly...
Chipotle's really good. Chipotle's fine. There's nothing... Chipotle doesn't do anything wrong. But actually, that's not true. They need to have better meat quality. But other than that, yeah, Chipotle's great. Big fan of Chipotle. Chipotle all the time. It's the other... Well, yeah, people get E. coli and they get sick. But that's... Right?
It's anywhere.
15% over the last 2 years. In fact, during the making of this video, they just announced another 2% price increase to their menu, which brings the total number of price hikes to 7 times since 2021. And Chipotle technically isn't fast food and is more in the category of fast casual dining, but they still are a part of that food away from home stat that I provided from the Federal Reserve.
It's different.
And so we can still learn a lot about their recent financial performance over the years. Chipotle's net margin is higher now than ever before.
And compared this to McDonald's, they're at 10%. This is a lot of companies have between like an 8 and 12% operational margin. This is normal. But it's McDonald's that's the bad one. 10% is fair. Yeah, they're making 10%. That's nothing.
Has been steadily climbing since the pandemic.
Hardly.
However, the margins did tank before the pandemic due to foodborne illness issues the company was facing.
Fake. It's fake.
But if
It was
we
made
also
up by
look at their
McDonald's.
revenue and net income, that has also been rising steadily since the last quarter of 2020. And here's the kicker. Chipotle's former CEO, Brian Niccol, earned over 17
That's not fair, though, because no. Chipotle, it's different. So with Chipotle, they're still growing as a business, and they're opening more new stores. So their operating income is going to go up because they have more places to grow because they haven't hit a market cap yet. Whereas McDonald's hit a market cap 50 fucking years ago. So there's a total, like, you can't look at total net revenue. You have to look at what the operating margin is. Because if you're making 150 million versus 50 million at the same net revenue, that's the real fucking conversation. $20 million. That's not even that. No. I'm not sponsored by Chipotle. Like, I'm not.
I wish we had a Chipotle here. Why are the dogs going crazy right now? Sorry, guys. Had to check the old cameras.
At least 3 times a week. And I don't want to hear this. This is bullshit. It's McDonald's and Taco Bell that are wrong. Chipotle's fine.
million in 2022 and over
No, I don't have
22
stock
million
in
in
them.
2023, including significant bonuses tied to the company's profitability. This is
Oh.
over 1,300 times the median pay of a Chipotle worker. Now, whether you think the CEO is worth 1,300 times the average worker or not, it's clear that they are making more money now than ever before.
They are.
And Chipotle also just announced in July that they were authorizing a $400 million stock buyback program.
Wow.
Essentially funneling excess cash back to shareholders instead of, I don't know, reinvesting it into operations or finding out ways to keep prices stable. Additionally, Yum Brands, which owns Taco Bell,
This is...
KFC, and Pizza Hut, instituted price hikes in 2023 and cited that it was a last resort option
Bullshit. You've been doing that for years.
Right.
later
They're
that
lying.
year clocking in a 21% increase in total revenue
Look at this.
over its
Look at this.
pre-pandemic
This is
earnings.
insane.
Now, since then, executives at the company have authorized a $2 billion share repurchase program, returning $678
Wish I
million
had some stock.
to its shareholders. Now, there's no secret here that greater amounts of capital are being redirected to corporate level costs, such as C-level executive compensation. Now, critics argue that inflation has become a convenient excuse for these price
True.
hikes.
True.
Yes, labor and ingredient costs are up, but why are executive salaries soaring at the same time? Why are companies...
Because they're soaring with the price of the company, because their salary is part of the equity that they're given in the company, and that's the compensation package. They're not paying the guy a big bag of $200 or $20 million. They're paying him with a stock package. That's the reason why he's getting a lot of money.
He's increasing ad budgets and launching multi-million-dollar stock buybacks while
It's
citing
totally different.
higher costs as the reason for passing price increases onto consumers. Now, in some cases, the numbers suggest these companies are taking advantage of inflationary pressures to pad their profits.
100%.
In fact, a recent analysis
Especially
from the
McDonald's.
Economic Policy Institute found that corporate profits accounted for over several industries during the pandemic recovery period. Now, while
Yum.
fast food isn't singled out in this analysis, it does seem to fit into this
But
broader.
think about it's going to be the worst one. So it's more than 40%. Because if you're looking at all of the different food, and then fast food is the worst offender, then you would have to logically assume, and that the other prices, like Applebee's hasn't gone up that much. Chili's somehow is fucking cheaper. So it's actually fast food is probably 60 or 70%.
Trend. This narrative has led to a huge disconnect from corporations to their consumers, particularly around their pricing and the value propositions they offer.
True.
But the interesting thing here is some of these companies are faring much better than others. Chipotle, for example, is continuing to grow in spite of their price hikes.
Because
Chipotle
they
is
haven't
good.
reached market saturation for having enough stores in an entire nation. They're not worldwide like McDonald's. So in 20 years, 30 years, Chipotle is going to have the same problem. They're growing because they're a new company and they have room to grow. But McDonald's and Taco Bell doesn't have that same room because they've already had a hegemony over fast food for 50 years. It's totally different. Easy excuse. No. It's a fact. This is a fact. You're defending this bullshit? No. What do you mean I'm defending this bullshit? Their profit margins are at like 10 to 15%.
Get him,
Is
Asmon.
at 30. So how the fuck am I defending it? No. This is.
Oh my
they're
God!
growing.
You
How
are
many
gonna irritate
stores?
the crap out
look,
of me. How's my connection interrupted?
There's 3,000 Chipotle. There's 13,000 McDonald's. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. Bro really likes Chipotle. I'm not a Chipotle stockholder. This is an objective fact that their net revenue is going to go up because their business is still in the phase of growth and the product is good that people are buying it.
Yeah.
I'm not a stockholder. I eat there all the time. I know this.
So historically haven't offered any sort of value meal. While restaurants like
They don't need
McDonald's,
to.
Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, and others are all trying to entice customers by trying to add more value deals to
They're
their
lying.
menu.
They're not value. See, it used to be the dollar menu, and then it was the value menu, and then they got rid of it.
But of course, fast food chains have their side of the story too. They argue that
their side, which is lying and wasting people's fucking money, and then advertising products that you look at the Taco Bell drive-thru, and it looks one way. You get the product, it's not the same thing.
these price hikes are a necessity, not some evil choice. And their executives
lying.
have pointed to some real
They're
pressures.
they're using AI at the drive-thru at Taco Bell now. They keep getting my order right. This used to never happen. Never. They would never get my order right. Now they always get it right. It's AI. Guaranteed.
Rising wages, volatile supply chains, and of course inflation as reasons why fast
Fake.
food just isn't as cheap
Fake.
as it used to be. Now, back in May of 2024, social media posts about an
disgusting.
$18 Big Mac meal went so viral that McDonald's actually had to begin a campaign trying to debunk some of the myths that were being spread about
Oh yeah, you're going to debunk your own menu.
Right.
the prices. Remember this graph from earlier? Yeah, well, McDonald's disagrees with a lot of it. The
I bet they do 40. You said 46% profit margin?
397.
What a joke.
397.
What's behind this is that while data on its own is rather objective, the way in which data can be presented often is very subjective.
That's true.
Including this video here.
Great point.
However, in their blog post, McDonald's cited bits of information from the article labeling them as myths.
Was this
in their blog post, McDonald's cited
McDonald's raised prices. False. McDonald's overall 5-year increases are closely connected to the increase of to-run restaurants, which have gone up. No, that's not true because then the other restaurants haven't gone up that much. That's fake. McDonald's raised prices so much that every menu prices increased more than 3 times. Well, they're just trying. Okay, so look at this. They're just trying to fit. This is like, you need to write a 500-word essay. So like you're just writing bullshit. This is the same question. McDonald's price increases are the result of greed and price gouging. Restaurant margins are largely the same as they were in 2019. What about 2015, though? What about that, 2019? So, yeah, interesting you use the frame of reference right before you pumped up all the prices. So you go and you say that they're moving the goalpost. So, no, look at it. See, it was down here. This is an operating margin. This means if they make $1, they're getting 30 cents back on that fucking dollar. This is insane. 10 years ago, shit changes. It's a percentage. This is different. They're lying. McDonald's Big Mac meal has increased in price. See, this is what they're doing.
Yep.
They're using 2019 as a reference point because that's when they began doing this. But if they had to use 2018 or 17, all of these myths would have been reality. That's what they're doing. Come on, man. You think chat doesn't know percentages? Yes.
McDonald's cited bits of information from the article labeling
10-piece McNuggets meal has increased in price by 95.5%.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy. My freaking kids order it all the time. It's like $25 just for kids.
50%. Everything is based off of 2019 because that's when they started doing this.
as myths, like, quote, McDonald's raised prices at a rate nearly double the national rate of inflation. And over in their fact that over the last 5 years, prices have increased around 40% due to higher input costs such as salaries, food, and paper products. And while that may be very well true, the article cites McDonald's menu prices have doubled 100% since 2014 across popular items, the highest of any chain we analyzed. But you know, okay, let's just assume McDonald's was confused on this.
No, they're selectively using data that is deliberate misrepresentation.
And they cited from 2019 on as opposed to what the article says, which is 2014. So what about another myth? Well, once again, McDonald's cites the article quoting, McDonald's medium fries have increased by 138% since 2019. But McDonald's claims the truth is the average price of a medium fry in 2019 was $2.29, and now in 2024, the average price is $3.29. Okay, well, the article actually says that the 138% increase is from 2014 to 20.
See, I fucking knew it. I knew they were lying. See, this is it. See, they're using 2019 as a frame of reference because in 2014 it was way less. This is it. See, they're looking. They're a private company. They can do what they want. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. Okay, to be fair, I do actually have 2 McDonald's drinks within arm's reach of me. So I was going to say that I have, but I actually haven't. I still go to McDonald's. But why are you defending this bullshit? This is ridiculous. Do we need to go back to the fucking...
See? That's what I was talking about earlier. Where are we at? McDouble, $3.19. Now where I'm at, McDouble's $3.50. Tell me that's not a highway. That $1.19 in 24 or $1.19 in 2014. I miss my cheap food. My buddies and I used to go out and late nights. Shoot, we'd spend $20 and we'd all be full.
Operating margin again about this? Was it 40-6% operating margin? I'm pretty sure the fucking cartels are lower than that. You have a worse operating margin selling cocaine. This is insane. Stop being a dick eater.
Get him.
2024, not 2019. Now, I could go on.
And a McFlurry, see, a McFlurry, whenever they came out, it was like $1.30 or $1.70. I remember this because I asked my mom for one She said, no, I'll only get you an ice cream cone because McFlurries are overpriced. And I cried at the McDonald's lobby. I remember this. I was like 5 years old or 4 years old or something. And this is right whenever they add McFlurries. And I was sitting there crying. It was one of the worst things that ever happened to me. And now they're $5 fucking. $4.40. And by the way, this is the small. There's no reason for this. And it doesn't, and the machine doesn't even work half the time.
Yeah, see right there, you can see. That's what I was talking about. So the 10-piece McNugget meal, $10.99. If you want a large fry and large drink, it's $12.99. Easily $12.99. It's stupid.
Fine.
Now, I could go on, but I think you're starting to get the point. Okay, but there are some who argue that rising wages are really the one to blame for
Lying again. That's not even true.
No.
McDonald's is paying the same, the minimum wage in Texas. It's been the same since 2009. They're
new prices.
McDonald's
claiming
is
this trend of increased minimum wage could lead to job losses and widespread
fucking no.
Restaurant closures. However, the evidence suggests otherwise. Economists at the Economic Policy Institute have extensively researched this issue and found that higher wages would likely have the opposite effect, modestly stimulating consumer demand, boosting business activity, and creating job growth. Okay, but what about fast food prices? Are they rising because of higher wages?
No, that's not the reason why. No. Don't let them turn us against each other. No. They're doing it because they have a 40% plus operating margin.
Well, yes, but not entirely for the reasons you might think. Price increases in the fast food industry are part of a long-standing trend, not a sudden phenomenon caused by wage hikes. Because while the consumer price index for all items rose by 3.2% between April 2022 and April 2023, fast food prices surged 5.2%, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Meanwhile, the cost of groceries increased by only 1% during that time. But that was then, and this is now, and fast food has been getting desperate over the last year. McDonald's has had to really try to entice customers with their nationwide $5 value meal. And many...
It's not a value.
So, this is bullshit. So, this is the original dollar menu. This was the value fries. This was, and any drink used to be $1 at McDonald's.
Yep.
These burgers right here, this was a cheeseburger. This could have been a McDouble as well. Also, if you look at the size of a McNugget, it's about this big, right? So you're looking at burgers that are about this big. This is like White Castle level burger size. It's tiny. And so, yeah, you had $1. So this used to be $4. So even their big deal right now used to be...
Hold on, I gotta check this real quick.
Like in 2017, 2018, not 2019, where they like to use as a reference, it used to be $1 cheaper, and it was all the time.
And many competitors have followed suit. Burger King offered their $5.
And also, if you look at this soda here, that drink cup is a 20-ounce drink cup. I know that because I have them. And a large drink, so at McDonald's, there are 3 different sizes of drinks. There's small, which is a 16 ounce, or I think it's 12. And then there's a 20 ounce, which is medium. And then large is 32 ounce. And so they're showing a medium drink. And so you used to be able to also get a large drink for $1. It's 30 ounces now? No way. No, it's not. Let me read it.
It's not 30 ounces.
Those right there, this was a 32 ounce drink. And now it's 30. Because they used to say on the drink that it was 32 ounces. And they took it off.
Yeah, that's a 32 ouncer. That's like a Sonic drink.
Medium, large. So this was always how it was at every place. Medium was 20 or 21 ounces. Large was 32 ounces. And extra large was 44 ounces for a drink. For my whole life, that's how it's been. McDonald's changed it. And now it's 30. And they doubled the fucking price. Do you remember McDonald's drinks used to be $1? They were $1 for any size drink. Okay, see, now we all remember that. So they doubled the price. They lowered the amount of soda. And they want to call this a myth. They think we're fucking stupid.
Meal, Wendy's did a $4 meal deal, and Taco Bell launched a $3 value deal, all in an attempt to increase traffic to their stores. Now it's clear they have a real problem on their hands, not only in terms of general sentiment around their value propositions, but also in regards to pricing. But fast food companies also have to reckon with fast casual offerings eating away at their market share. Chipotle, Cava, and Sweetgreen have all reported a much different outlook on this matter. And while yes, they typically attract a higher income cohort, it's not only them that are buying these products. Cava, the Mediterranean chain, only raised prices 12% from 2019 to 2023. And as a result, they reported increases to their top and bottom lines. Now, of course, they have a much smaller footprint than McDonald's, but when that Big Mac is contesting the prices of some of these fast casual offerings, it seems like an inevitable shift is bound to occur here. And even casual sit-down restaurants like Applebee's and Chili's are getting involved into this value war. Chili's 3 for me meal deal for $10.99 has created...
Listen, hear that again.
...into this value war. Chili's 3 for me meal deal for $10.99.
That is crazy. 3 things for $10.99.
That's insane.
Resurgence in traffic to
Look at that.
Restaurants, resulting
That
in
looks
foot
good.
traffic soaring 33%, which capped off 6 straight months of increases. So are the higher prices just the costs of doing business? I don't see how one could come to that conclusion with how much profits have increased over the last 5 years
Look at the
for
margins.
most of these chains. To me, this does seem like some good old-fashioned corporate greed, masked in layers of manipulation and excuses.
McDonald's is lying about everything, and so is Taco Bell, and Wendy's is almost as bad. KFC, I used to be able to go to KFC with my mom, and we would get a 20-piece bucket. And do you remember... So you used to be able to get the big boys, right? And you could get, I would get one and my mom would get one. And they were so big that you would have a handle on it. Remember that? And we would get the whole thing for $20.
Yep.
That's a bucket of soda. Yes. Yes. It's $20. I looked at it recently. It was like $42 just for a bucket. Don't talk negatively about Taco Bell, please. Say what you want at McDonald's, but take Taco Bell out of this. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to speak negatively about the company that had an active lawsuit against them for false advertising because of how big of a difference it was between the food that was advertised on the menu and the thing that the user got. Oh yeah, but no, let's not say anything bad about Taco Bell, guys. And you know what? I went to Taco Bell about a week ago. They didn't even...
Taco Bell's another one that's super expensive and just... they need to quit adding things to their menu.
Asked me what kind of sauce I wanted. You used to be able to get frijoles or like pintos and cheese, and they would give you a taco shell to dip it in. And then in about 2010 or 2012, they stopped giving you the taco shell and they started charging you money for it.
And now for fast food places like McDonald's,
I remember
Burger King,
this.
and others, customers not only have to battle with higher prices, but also with the lack of convenience and quality of the food itself. Because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, infinite growth is the goal. And the fiduciary duty to shareholders comes before customers, employees, suppliers, or
What a
vendors.
bunch of dick
But it
eaters.
is really interesting to see how some companies simply choose to operate differently while still achieving
I love
success.
Aswin.
If you want to learn about a prime
Just
example,
soulless
I
dick
covered the
eaters.
story of Costco and the interesting approach they've taken to capitalism. You can learn about it here. Thanks so much for watching.
What a great video. But this guy, the only thing I don't like about this video is
There's been a lot of talk online.
He let them off the hook in too many ways. He didn't need to do that. Like, they should be ashamed of that. I'll link you guys a video. Somebody needs to be talking about this shit. Established context. Context has, in fact, been established. There's the video. Give it a like. That's a great video. What's the fix for capitalism?
Obviously, there's no need to say it again. It's old Asmongold. I know this probably is not 2 hours. How long have I been on? Hour and a half. All right. Well, all this talk about food has made me super hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. And I need to figure out what's going on with this computer over here. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the stream down. I'm trying to get this laptop over here working so I can get to editing, because it's what I need to do. But I appreciate anybody that watches this on that I've been trying to get done. I just wanted to pop on, say hi. Hopefully you have a great evening. And we'll talk to you later.